Yeah, well, I think that the key, I'm incredibly in love with video games, but I think that I'm trying to learn everything I can. I'm 46, and I think that the day I stop being curious about things is the day I really start aging. I think that video games are such a beautiful narrative form, and I find that they are mostly things that they are like the comic books of today. When I was growing up, comic books got no respect at all. They still, a lot of the time, they don't. But video games have not been validated as a narrative form by the intelligentsia in a way. But they are such powerful games. They are so immersive. They are so beautifully designed. I learn a lot from them, and I'm trying to learn from them actually by creating a video game, not so much fusing it with the movies. I think that my movies are influenced by them in the texture, the soundscape, and so on and so forth. But I think that it's really important for us to learn that language, because I think the narrative is going to transform in the next 10 to 15 years, truly. And I think it's going to transform in an earth-shattering way. And we're going to see it in our lifetime. And not for every movie, but movies are going to mutate into different narrative forms. And I, for one, know that I want to learn animation, video games, publishing, everything I can, because I'm learning. I want to know how it all works, because I think transmedia is more than a hip word. It's something that is going to happen, and I'm very aware of it. And I think that when you are in a truly great immersive moment in a video game, whether it's the Nazis flooding the subway in Berlin in Call of Duty World at War, or you are just wandering on your horse in Shadow of the Colossus, or playing Flower. I think that many of these things, frankly, should stay in that narrative form. I think it's very dangerous to adapt a video game, because ultimately the quality that makes them immersive is perhaps unique to that form, and you're gonna most likely it up. And so I think that the greatest adaptation of a video game is the video game, in my mind. And I think they should be not adapted as if they need to be adapted, because they play by different rules that are not the Aristotelian three-act structure necessarily. And be respectful and saying that game is so great, it needs to be left alone. If you like it, print it and distribute it.